Let me burn something. Hold on. You could have just met someone, or you could be meeting new people. You could be in a place in your life where you're meeting new people. This could be talking about some strangers. It could be talking about someone you just met. This reading could be talking about someone you know, someone who is too close to you, or someone who used to be very close to you. You trusted this person. You relied on this person. But this person was very dark, or being controlled by something that is very dark. This person wasn't in control of their life. That's what I'm getting here. They were being controlled by something that was much stronger than them, and I feel like it's something that they cannot see. They think they can see it, but they can't see it. They can't see it. They're being blinded by something. This is someone who wants to be received for something that they are not. And when you try to show them something different, they're like they can't receive it. They are unreceptive to it. You try to show them, no, this is not the way, this is the way. They're just not getting it. They're still doing whatever it is that they want to do. This is a sign to you. And it doesn't even care. They like this energy here that you are connected with doesn't even care about who it hurts. And you're going to notice that I'm using the term it in this situation because that's what it is. This energy, if it's someone that you know or someone that you have been connecting with, you already know that this energy is very dark. I feel like it even dims your light just by being connected to this energy. It is dimming your light, or it dimmed your light. You're having a difficult time seeing this energy for what it is if you are caught up in this situation currently. You have unhealthy attachments to this energy. And if you pay close attention, it has a lot to do with what you're feeling. So there's no room for logic here, okay? You're going to have to use logic in this situation, and you have to see it for what it truly is. So I posed this question on my Facebook page just the other day, if there was anyone who believed in gnomes, and I think I said gnomes and fairies and something else. So this is talking about gnomes, elves, stone and crystal beings. Okay, these are earthbound spirits. And for some of you who have moved on, you are being protected. Okay, and I feel like your wealth is being protected here. Okay, you could be receiving messages about these energies, or there's something here that could be grasping your energy and you're being guided to research them more deeply, or you're being advised to, okay? Like you could be working with them unbeknownst to your awareness. These are ancient spirits that have been along for or been around for a very long time. And they could be taking these forms in your life. Like you could be seeing things out of your peripheral vision, and then when you turn around, it's no longer there. Okay, you could feel like you're being watched. You could feel like someone's playing tricks with you or playing tricks on you. You could be involved in a situation that is mischievous right now. Like you could feel like um, things are being hidden from you. Like you could put something down, go back and look, and it's not there anymore. Right? All right. And some of these energies, they are useful for helping you to tap into hidden wealth. All right. But some of you could be unreceptive to this energy, or this energy could be working against you because of the connections that you are currently entertaining. So if you are experiencing any slow growth, any type of delays to the point where you're met with frustration, or if you have anyone in your energy who is dealing with this and they're not handling it well, like you have to separate yourself from this energy. Okay. You're being asked to do something different because that's the reason why your energy is slowing down. It has a lot to do with the company that you're keeping. And also, it may have something to do with the investments that you're making in regards to time, energy, resources. Like if you're not investing in yourself, then you will experience some delays and slow growth, some type of instability in your life, and it will affect other areas. Some of you are definitely working with some energies you have no awareness of. But I'm also picking up on like some high vibrational energy, like your honored ancestors. It's almost like they're stepping in and they're trying to, it's almost like they are trying to get your attention, to draw your attention to what is most significant to you, because you could be distracted. Okay. And they're wanting you to focus on your wealth. Like, and that's whatever, however, or whatever wealth looks like to you. Okay. It represents whatever it is that is most significant in your life at this time. Children, your household, um, your connections. But if your connections are bringing you chaos, if they're interfering with your peace in any type of way, then you need to focus on trying to uncover a different way to either maintain this connection, one that is going to work for you, or you may want to start to focus a little more on yourself because that's a sign that you're not focusing enough on yourself. Okay. You could be giving too much energy to your partnerships, to your connections, to your relationships, and you're not getting the same thing in return. Okay. So when that happens, your ancestors will definitely interfere in some type of way. They will use third party energy to interfere in order to get your attention, to get you to wake up. And I feel like some of you are going through this right now. Yeah, you could be connecting with someone who's very dark, or you could be involved in a situation of darkness. Okay. And we want to make sure that you are seeing. Some of you could be looking at this situation like blindly. Okay. Like there's someone here that's trying to portray themselves as if they are light and they are lacking light inside of them. So this is someone who's putting on an act. They're pretending, okay? They are pretending. They could have done this in order to make connection with you, okay? Like I said, if you are open to meeting new people, be aware, okay? Because these people are wearing masks. That's what I'm picking up in your energy if you're watching. Someone's wearing a mask. For some of you, this mask has already come off and you can see this person for who they are, but they're still holding on to you, very possessive. Like I just heard this person say, I put my mark on you. You can't go anywhere. All right. You're not going anywhere. And they're expecting to manifest with your energy. That's what I'm getting here. They're expecting to manifest with your energy. And they will do that until you figure out what it is that you need to do in order to get this situation to work for you. And this is where you got your gnomes and your elves and your stone and crystal beings. This is where they're coming in at, okay? Because I feel like they're trying to help you get on the right path. They are mischievous, okay? But they are trying, whatever they're doing is actually trying to help you get on the right path here. They could be showing you things that you didn't see before, okay? They're getting your attention and they're starting to point out things to you. And some of you are unreceptive. You don't want to see it. You don't want to know what this is because you don't want to take responsibility. That's not going to help this situation and it's not going to stop it from getting worse. Okay? And that's for those of you who are um, like I'm getting like in a state of denial here, like totally blinded. Like this person has you under strong captivation here. That's what I'm getting, to have you under strong captivation. And that's what those of you who are stuck in this situation, you could feel like something is different. You could feel like something, yeah, you could feel like something is different. Something is abnormal. Okay. But you can't put your finger on it. You don't know what it is. The last thing that you want to find out is that it is someone that you have really close to you and someone that you trust really badly. I mean, someone that you trust really intensely. That's the last thing that you want to hear. Like you have a strong trust or a strong desire for this person. And I'm getting that it's unhealthy because you're not getting treated the way that you feel like you should be treated. Like I'm getting there's a lot of take, 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 but no one's giving. Like there's no giving from the heart space. Like if this person give, they're not giving from the heart space. They're giving because they're wanting something in exchange. And it has a lot to do with your life force. Like I'm getting blood thirst here, okay? And in the spiritual realm, life force is blood because it does deplete your lifespan. It shortens your lifespan. If someone else is living off of your energy and you can't afford to have them living off of your energy, they will suck the life out of you. Okay? And unalive you without it even seeming as if they are directly involved. You won't be able to prove it. Okay. So some of you have been thinking, or you're being inspired to change your perception, your mindset, to be open to embrace a new perception and a new mindset that's going to require you to step outside of the box so that way you can deal with this situation. Some of you are being controlled by strong temptation, i.e., spell work, black magic, okay, strong enchantment. And they have your emotions and mind all caught up in something that is elusive. It only benefits them. And you have to start seeking a way to break free from the situation. Go within, okay? Go within. Detach from your external environment and go within. Some of you are going to have to relocate. You may end up having to move. Some of you are going to have to separate, consciously separate yourself from the situation. You like detach emotionally if you cannot move. Okay. I'm seeing four walls going up around you, four walls. Like you may need to remove yourself from a situation and go into the room at times, like go into another room and close the door and spend time in there because your spirit guides and your ancestors here, whatever it is that you believe in, they're trying to communicate with you. They're trying to make contact with you. At some point, they will start to interfere with your dreams. And they'll come in the form of the problem that you're faced with now, and they will show you a way out, but you must be able to interpret those dreams. So I am picking up on conflict. Like there's a lot of conflict. I feel like that's being created at this time in your life for those of you who are in this situation. Okay, for those of you who have moved on, you could be at a state of peace right now, but I also feel like that you're guarded. You're heavily guarded here. Some of you are starting to focus on yourself, and that's a good thing because this energy is still clinging to you. You can feel it. You can feel it is still clinging to you. You feel like someone's watching you, someone's spying on you, like your every move, like you feel like someone's being nosy, like someone's not minding their business. Someone needs to mind their business. Yeah, this energy is watching you very closely. It's almost like it's waiting for you to become distracted so that way they can knock you off guard. Okay. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing some gatekeeping here. Okay. Or you're working with your spiritual gatekeepers because you have them. You want to make sure you're working with them by not inviting things into your life that you know nothing about, that you can't get out. Okay. So the best thing that you can do at this time is just focus on you, make yourself a priority before you even draw a conclusion or make a decision. Make sure that you consider yourself first. All right. What you can gain from the situation and what you could possibly lose before you draw a conclusion here. Some of you could be diviners, or you may want to start to consider different types of tools that you can use to divine. Because I got crystals here. Like some of you could use crystals to divine, like a medium here, a medium that you could use to receive communication directly from your ancestors. And then instead of them coming into your dreams, they'll come directly through that medium here just to communicate with you. Someone could be a Virgo, someone could be an office worker. Some of you could definitely be connected with someone who is conning you, and they're really good at it. They could have had your mind all wrapped up at one point. That's for those of you who have moved on. For others, if you're in this situation, they have you in a state of confusion. Okay? You don't know if you're coming or going. And I'm here to tell you, it's time for you to break this cycle. Okay? Protection. Someone's concerned about protection. If you're no longer in this situation, you have divine protection. If you're currently in this situation, you have to show with your actions, not with your mouth, but with your actions, your behavior, that you are trying to make changes that's going to benefit you. And that's what's going to protect you. But I do feel like there's someone here who is under attack. Okay. By something very dark. Okay. It makes you feel very uneasy and very uncomfortable. Yeah. I feel like this energy wants your attention. Okay. Don't give it your attention. Instead, focus your attention on you. Okay. And that's how you start to work with this energy here. and this energy will start to work for you. This is about your gifts. Like some of you have tapped into some very powerful gifts unbeknownst to your awareness. You call this to you. Some of you are necromancers. This keeps coming up, and I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a surface type necromancer. I'm talking about someone who can use their emotions. Their emotions are very strong and deep, and they're able to use their emotions to connect with something um, very dark. Like you can call. You have the ability to call up something very dark based upon how you use your emotions and what's in your mind. So you could definitely have been in a relationship or some type of connection that was seriously threatening to you. Okay. And based upon the fear and the emotions that you had, you were able to invoke your ancestors. Okay, and they came forward and they helped to liberate you from the situation if you're out. For others, they are there with you right now and they're trying to help free you from the situation, but you have to work with them. That's why I say it's very important that we control our emotions, because our emotions paired up with our intentions, we can move things in this world. Okay, we can make shit happen in this world, and that a lot of that knowledge has been taken from us. Okay, this was part of our upbringing in ancient time. It was part of our education system, how to use and control our emotions, how to use them to our benefit. And not everybody has access to this power. Okay, and that's the reason that that contributes to why the world is the way it is now, because this knowledge is in the hands of those who have no experience with it. They don't know it, they don't understand it. Okay, but they're still using it. But every time they use it, it is going to be towards evil, because the light is not in them to use it. So only certain people can access this power and actually use it. And you have it. It's called sovereign power. It's very dark energies, dark energy. Okay. Someone has knowledge of this, but they don't know how to use it. Okay. They don't have the experience. It's like they have it in their hands, but they don't know what to do with it. So every time they try to use it, they're just going to create evil. And whatever evil they give birth to is just going to create more and more evil. Okay. So this is what this person is trying to do to you, but your honored ancestors, your high vibrational ancestors, because these evil ancestors, they are our ancestors too. Okay. They are our ancestors too. But your high vibrational ancestors here, they are like standing in between you and this evil, and they're trying to help you get out. For others, they are constantly involving themselves in your life to ensure that you maintain the order that has been put in place. Okay? If you step outside of that, then you will be fighting against it, because right now it's fighting for you. Okay? It's fighting for you, it's fighting with you, and it's helping you to unlock hidden reservoirs of power. So you don't have to rely on anyone else. The things that you thought that you used to the things that you used to think that you had to do in order to progress, like you don't have to do those things anymore. Okay? You don't have to do those things anymore. Okay? What you're being required to do at this time is to rely on this hidden source of power to help you to manifest. And it's so simple. It's so simple. But it challenges you because this is something that you're not used to doing. But if you're on my channel right now, you're watching this video, this is in your bloodline. Okay? This is your bloodline. Yeah. So for those of you who have moved on, this energy is fighting for you. It's working for you now. Okay. It's fighting against your enemies, those who hurt you. Okay. Those who hate on you for no reason, just because who you are. And you're going to get a lot of haters because of this path that you're on. People are going to want this, but they're going to be unwilling to do the work that is required of them to do this. So some of you are definitely hoodoo workers. And it's crazy because some of you are totally against this way of life. I'm talking about completely against this way of life and unwilling to accept it. But whatever it is that you're holding on to now, it's not working for you. Okay. And you're going to be moved to step outside of the box, whether you want to or not. Because this situation, I did a video already. Look at my playlist. This situation is going to intensify it. The more you try to deny it or ignore it and act like it's not there, baby, this is a calling. This is a calling. That's why I'm back over here. They brought me back over here. All right. This is a calling. This is the awakening. This is what 2025 is bringing. This is what it's bringing. This is an awakening, and everyone is being affected. And you're being brought back to your tradition. Okay? You're being brought back to your tradition. Okay? Your tradition is calling you. Your ancestors are calling you. They are awakening. So if you look at the judgment card and like traditional tarot decks, or have another deck here. But if you look at the judgment card, it always shows like your ancestors, especially in like a traditional tarot deck. It'll show like, I think it's a bull, and a bull is a symbol of wealth, if I'm not mistaken. But the bull is on top of the clouds. So it tells you that this is a heavenly being. This is a divine being. This is the source of everything that's going on here. All right. But it's also associated with wealth. Okay. So, and then it looks down on the ground on a lot of different like graves, and these graves, they are opening up. And what's coming out of these graves are souls of people that came before us, but they are in the earth. They're in the earth. These spirits are in the earth. So what we see going on outside of us may be alien to us, but it's not alien to this earth. It's alien to us. But these are spirits here that are awakening. They're being called. We are calling them. We are waking them up because of the oppression that we are experiencing in our lives, whether it be on an individual basis or on a collective basis. There's a lot of oppression going on in the world. And this is what wakes up. This is what wakes up the dead. And this is what calls them forward. We have very deep, strong emotions. This is how we call up the dead. And a lot of us, like I said, we're not even aware of our abilities. So we're not trying to control them. You see that? I don't think this is a bull. It may be an ox, but whatever it is, it's a symbol of wealth. All right. This is a calling. This represents a calling. Okay. Some of us are being called to awaken. Okay. And they're talking about this awakening that's going to affect the whole earth. So even the dead is going to come alive, and we're going to be connecting with them because that's how it was before. And we have no idea. Okay. We have no idea how to connect with them or communicate with them because there's information that has been lost. Okay. But some of us are are aware. Some of us are aware. Some of us, we do embody this knowledge. Okay. Some of us do embody this knowledge, and we're using it to share with others to help them in their situations. Because these energies that are being awakened in the earth from inner earth or from a part of the earth we know nothing about, like they are drawn to strong emotions. They are drawn to it. It's like you're calling them and they come and they're like, yeah, huh, what? And once they get there, they already know why they're there. They're going to do everything that they can to help free you from this situation. And once they free you, it's not like they're gone after that. They're still there and they're clinging to you. And they're there to ensure that you maintain your promise to them or your commitment to them. Okay. And they're going to test you and challenge you all the time to ensure that you maintain whatever order that was established here. And with that, they provide you with protection. They make sure that you don't have to worry or be concerned about anything, not none of the things that you used to have a concern about, especially when it comes to material affairs. Okay. So I got 10, 10, 10, and 10, and 1, 40 and 1, 40 and 1. 4 plus 0 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 5 represents challenges. This is where we are right now. Okay, so we're being elevated. We are being elevated. Some of us are. Some of us are going to find ourselves demoted. Okay, because the world is changing here. And they're talking about, in these two cards, they're also talking about inheriting, inheriting the earth. Certain people are not going to inherit the earth, whereas others are going to inherit the earth. This has a lot to do with strength and power, ability and might. Doors are opening, opportunities. This is how we have to see this situation. Whatever it is that you're going through, instead of seeing it as something that is against you, you have to see it as an opportunity because that's how you are going to benefit from it. You have to master your fears, your insecurities. That's what this is about. This is talking about spiritual advancement. It came out in reverse because it's not complete yet. Okay. It has already started where people are being spiritually advanced. Okay. With spiritual advancement, there also comes spiritual reward. This means that people are going to become more intuitive. They're going to start to learn how to trust their intuition more. Their psychic abilities are going to become even more enhanced. Okay. Relationships are going to improve. Connections are going to improve. New connections will be established. Okay. Yeah. There's going to be growth, increase. If things are good now, things are going to get even better. If things are bad, they're going to improve for you, contingent upon how you or what you invest in. Okay, that depends on what you invest in, your time, your energy, your resources, because time is the most valuable currency there is. So some people believe, oh, I didn't give her anything. I didn't give her anything. Did you guys spend time with each other? Yes. Okay, you gave that person your time because the time that you gave that person, you could have used building yourself up. So if you give your energy, your time to someone who is not worth your time, then you're losing valuable resources and you're also communicating to your ancestors that you are rich and you don't need anything else. So at that point, you'll start to experience limitations with your resources. Our actions and our behaviors, that's how we communicate with our ancestors, not the mouth. That's what we do here on earth. We use our mouth on earth. But in the spiritual realm, they tune into our emotions. Okay? They tune into our emotions. That's how they read us. That's how they communicate with us. Our emotions and our activity. That's what they're tuned into. And so that's how we have to communicate with them. We have to communicate with them with our emotions and our activities. So if we say, oh, we want something, that means that while we move along our path, we are going to eliminate anything that will interfere with us getting that. Okay. We're going to deny entry of those who could interfere with that into our lives. We're not going to allow them in our lives. Anything that could interfere with whatever it is that we want to manifest for ourselves, we will eliminate it from our lives, and we will not allow it to have access to us. So that's how we communicate with them. Okay. Universal laws, they are inside of us. We can feel when we are doing something wrong. Our conscious will communicate with us before, while we're sitting up there reasoning in our head with ourselves about something that we're thinking about doing. Our conscious is there overlooking and is communicating with us also and letting us know that maybe you should try another way, or maybe you shouldn't do this at this time. Your conscious always speaks to you, but we have gotten used to ignoring it, pretending as if it's not real, it's not there. We've been conditioned to do this. And now we need our consciousness, and a lot of people are having difficulty connecting with it because they've gotten so used to ignoring it. We're in a sad place, in a dangerous place. We have been made into sacrificial lambs. Whoever it is that, or whatever it is that conditioned us to ignore our intuition, was also sacrificing us. They were sacrificing us to whatever God that they worship. An evil fucking God. Witchcraft. These people are witches and warlocks and sorcerers. And that's all good, but they use it for evil because they don't know what they're doing. And they feel like they have the whole world under a spell. And this is what's going to take to wake us up and regain control. That's what it's going to take. We're going to have to start devoting our energy to ourselves. Because you don't know who is who. These energies can reach out through the person that you love the most. Children, mother, auntie, brother, whoever, and bring you completely down. They are sorcerers, picking up on sorcerers, doppelgangers, evil twins, second self. And they can move from one to another in order to get to you, to connect with you. And they watch us very closely. They study us, watching us very closely. They feel as though they can see you, but you can't see them. And that is fact for a lot of us. They interfere with your relationships. They interfere with your connections. They don't want us to be close to one another. But at the same time, we will figure out how to benefit from that. They can't stop us. That's what this energy is saying here. There's no stopping us. They just only make us better. They make us stronger. That's what this is saying. They make us stronger. See that? A powerful, lustful, feminine energy. Witches, warlocks, sorcerers. I don't know if women can be warlocks, but it's like the masculine is using this energy in a low vibrational way, or they're allowing themselves to be used by this powerful, lustful, feminine energy. Okay? Because they are so much in their egos. That's why. They work through their egos. And if they allow themselves to be guided by their penis, they work through sex. So they work through the ego, they work through sex as a means to connect with the divine feminine, or what is considered to be empaths, as a means to control them. Because in order to access generational wealth or hidden wealth, you have to go through the divine feminine, because it's like we are guarding it. We are like portals to that wealth. And that's something that we need to become aware of about ourselves as the divine feminine. You can be male or female, it doesn't matter. Okay? If you are a man, that means that you have empathy for the feminine race, the divine feminine. That's what it means. You have empathy for it. You even tap into this energy at times. You can go back and forth. So I'm picking up on the energy of a Libra here. You could go back and forth. You can create a divine balance here. That's what I'm getting here. You make it work. But you have some energies here, and you know who they are. You can test them because they have no empathy for the divine feminine. They want you to focus all of your attention on them. That's a red flag. They want you to show them honor. They want you to shine your light on them because they are without light. And they have tricky ways in order to deceive you and trick you, to tempt you, to get you to do that. They're using magic, sorcery. They confuse you. They have access to some ancient wisdom here, and that's what they're using to control the masses. And you, on an individual level, if you are in this situation right now. You don't have interest in the same things. You could have an interest in some ideal that you have about how things should be in your perfect world. Okay? You could have some ideas about love that are unrealistic, that can never be manifested. But you learned from what you saw on TV and around you that this is love. And it causes you to make really bad decisions and poor choices. I know, I'm talking about myself also. Okay? I'm not telling you anything I have not experienced. Okay? And they are playing into that. That shows them insecurities and voids. They can see all of that, and they know how to play into that and get it to work for them. So these are areas, this is what we're calling shadow work here, because these are areas in your life that you're going to have to work on strengthening. Okay? When you realize this, when you start to ask yourself, why am I connecting with this person and they don't even treat them right? Why am I still dealing with them? They don't even treat me right. Okay? That's a sign of an unhealthy attachment. It's also a sign of an addiction. What you have for this person is not love, it's an addiction. Because when you love yourself, you will not choose a person like that who does not love you. You will not be able to tolerate it. Your soul, your body, your spirit just will not be able to tolerate it. Yeah. You see, there's benefit here because someone, if not all of you have someone here that's clinging to you and they're obsessed with you. They are obsessed with you. Now, this energy could make you look like a fool if you don't gain control over this situation. You have to take back your power, and you're going to have to be ruthless in doing so, which means that you can't consider this person's feelings. You have to consider your own feelings, because this person is not considering yours. Like I said, you're not in alignment when it comes to your emotions. You could love this person. You could love the energy that keeps you connected. That's what you're in love with, like the lust, the desire. It could be the sex or whatever it is that this person does. You could have a strong desire for it, and they're playing into that. They knew that you would like that, okay? And they're playing into that, and they're using that for their benefit, okay? To climb, to become greater than what they are now. You could be connecting with someone who's desperate. They're willing to do, say anything that they got to do and say in order to claim a higher social status here within this society that we're living in. And it's all about what you can do for them. They're not thinking about you. They're telling you, you can wait, just wait. Let's do me first. Let's do me first. Your ideas, your plans, they can wait. Okay. And in the same time, you are sacrificing yourself for this person. And they know it. They are aware of it. They just don't want you to know it. That's the only thing that this person is interested in. It's the only thing that they're focused on. Because if they can make this happen, right? If they can make this happen, this is their only interest, and that is to sacrifice you. Because if they can do this, guess what? They're going to be rewarded, and they're going to be rewarded with your body, okay? Because this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to harvest your body. Because when they're harvesting your body, they also harvest your gifts. And your ancestors are right here trying to stop that and stop it from happening. So don't try to hold on to any relationships that are being torn down. Because these relationships that are being torn down are for your benefit. Your ancestors are trying to connect you with your soul group, people who are like you, okay? People that you have things in common with, people that you are on the same path with, people who are supportive of you, people who you feel like you know, okay? That's what I'm getting. Like for some of you, I'm feeling like around this person, you feel like you can't relax around this person or you couldn't relax around this person. This person wants a one-way commitment. They are expecting for you to conform and they are very rebellious. That's what I'm getting here. Some of you are putting yourself in a compromising position with this person by going along with them. You cannot please them. You cannot satisfy them. You cannot change their mind. They see you as a servant. That's what I'm getting here. They want total submission and they want you to be at one with them when you should be at one with God and your ancestors. So if you're in a situation and if you're in a lot of pain, you are atoning, okay? This is a message to you. It's communication to you. Like the person that you're dealing with is a dark magician. They're being controlled by dark magic. They are using dark magic to control the situation. See it for what it is, and they're operating from the shadows. They're hiding. They don't want you to know. But whatever it is that you need to know is going to come out. It's starting to come out now. And it may be surprising. It may be shocking. See that? This could be a karmic relationship or karmic connection that followed you over from your past life. And before you enter into your next life, before you leave this world, you want to make sure that you have you have paid off your karmic debts, so that way when you go into your next life, you won't have this energy clinging to you, because that's what's going on. Okay, this energy has clung to us and followed us over from one life to the next, one life to the next. And even if it follows us over to the next life, if we have paid off our karmic debts, it will react with us differently. You will be above it. Instead of it having control over you, you will have control over it. It will put you in a very powerful position. Someone feels like they messed up really bad. Okay, this could be the person you moved on from. For those of you who have moved on, this could be um, you in this situation right now. And like I said, if you're open to meeting new people, you could have met someone, or you could be meeting people who feel this way about something that happened in their past, an issue that has been left unresolved. But you can't see it. They're hiding that from you. Okay? They're using invisibility spells to hide their true nature in order to get close to you. They're being controlled by something else. And more than likely, they're being guided to you by that something else, because they want control over you. This is how they can fix whatever fuck up that they made. This is how they can do it, by sacrificing you. This person is coming to you to sacrifice you. Shh. This is getting deep, y'all. See this? This is what this energy is saying, and that's the reason why it's in reverse. Okay? Someone could be holding on too tightly to something and they need to let go. Someone could be holding on very tightly to you and you want it to let you go. Okay? And what you're needing to do is just change your perception, because this energy is never letting go. But you can reach a place in your life where you don't even feel it anymore. It'll still be there, but you won't even feel it anymore. Child, I got so much to share with y'all. Just make sure y'all keep tuning in, all right? Tune in. Please like the video, share the video, leave me a comment, a smile, a hello, or something, you know. Make sure that you put your notifications on all, so that way when I do upload, you'll get that little ding or whatever, you'll get alerted. And for those of you who have connected with me here on YouTube, you can follow me on Facebook at Psychic Advisor Alvita. Put it in the search bar. You'll see my page. I may even put my page up here when I edit my video, so that way you'll be able to see it and see what it looks like. So until next time, I want you guys to stay safe. Do your rituals, do your cleansing, burn your candles, focus on the highest vibration possible, and watch who you allow in your life. Okay? Who you allow to exchange energy with, and get used to trusting in things that you cannot see. Because the things that you see, those things are tricky, they are deceptive. Until next time, peace.